Okay, so an updated look at The Evil Within 2 at 21:9. So it's come to my attention that there is a fix for those black barred cutscenes in the native game, and of course there's been a first person update to the game from the devs. But first, let's go over the cutscene fix. Susahamat saving the day. Just download either one of the files linked below, depending on what resolution you're running, extract the file within and run it. Then start playing the game, and when in game, hit F1. This will activate the mod and cutscenes will correctly fill the screen space. Easy. I did have some trouble with Bitdefender marking the EXE as potentially dangerous and so needed to manually stop it from flagging the mod, but yes, I trust the source as Susahamat has provided us with multiple fixes before. Anyway, everything else I talked about in my original 21:9 review stays the same as it was, so go watch that video if you have yet to do so. I'd say this brings the WAF score up to a 4, like I said it would in my original review. Now, for the first person updates. The game originally had a mission that had you creeping around in first person, a big viewpoint switch up compared to the rest of the game's third person perspective. It would seem though that the devs thought, well, why not try playing the entire game from this angle? And so you now have a native first person mode, and it genuinely changes up your experience quite noticeably. It does though fail to cover up the obvious fact that this was built for third person first and foremost, because in first person a lot of things become quite an issue. So before I go on, yes, the ultra-wide support for the first-person view is perfect. The HUD correctly shifts to the sides of the screen space, screen effects use the entire screen, and you can correctly see more on the sides at all times. For my full 21:9 breakdown of the game, again, check out that video linked in the description. General support-wise for first-person though, like I said, it's got issues. So there is a decent FOV slider to help you see a view that is comfortable for you, though there is serious object clipping if you look upwards and are holding a weapon like a pistol. A lot of the time you can't see animations such as reloading, so you're not always sure what's going on. Being in first person also means that you're so close to the ground, and obviously when hiding behind obstacles to avoid detection, you can't see over the obstacles easily like you could in third person, as you have to shimmy around to try and peek around the sides. These sorts of issues are prevalent throughout the game, and they're really made difficult because there's no lean ability or such like. Furthermore, the game will have you pull back out to third person at times due to animations simply not being written for first person. This applies to things like opening drawers. It's not overly frequent, but don't be surprised when you run into it every so often. The main issue though is the whole thing is damned clunky. Animations, movement, the lot. It all feels a bit awkward. Weapon use suffers extremely heavily due to this. Getting shots on target and generally just moving your body around the place is a bit tricky. The other issue with being so close to objects is that you can tell textures were not made to be seen this close up. There are some very blurry, low-res textures throughout levels. This all said, I still love this addition to the game. I'm always a proponent of developer support, and how can I bash an optional, free update to the game that is a lot of fun to play? Regardless of the issues with the first person view, it's still totally worth giving it a go. I would advise playing a lot of the game in third person first, so you can learn how to play, but then give the first person mode a go. You can switch to it at any point in the menus. Anyway, as always, give this video a like if you found it helpful and subscribe for future info. For any other games at 21:9, head over to my channel, the WAF website. Hopefully I've covered it. If I haven't, then leave a comment down below and I'll try and cover it. And if you'd like to support the channel, the links to my Patreon page are in the description and Amazon affiliate links are there too. See you later.